Hello, welcome back. I just wanted to take today to talk about my top 3 favorite things that Zoom offers. We first started off using Google Hangout. My school has allowed us to move to Zoom, and I wanted to talk about 3 things that I really enjoy with Zoom. So the first thing is definitely the shared screen. That has been a game changer for me with Google Hangouts. I was just sending them the link, come back in 3 or whatever, 2.5 or whenever you're finished watching it, and then we'll group back together. But with Zoom, I have not had a single problem with sharing my screen with my audio and video, and then the students are able to watch the video and listen to it, and we're all watching it together.
Ramadán que deja las callejuelas de la ciudad vieja.
I will say though that you need to make sure that nothing is in front of the screen that you're sharing, because even if the students can't see it, it appears as a gray box that will block the screen. So just be careful about that. And then of course you need to tick the little boxes on the bottom that share your sound when you share your video. But this is an amazing feature. It's so easy to do, and it's not failed me once. So the next thing that I really am enjoying with Zoom are the breakout rooms. They're so easy to do. It just does it automatically for you. So after it makes the groups for you, before it doesn't send them out to the students, you just see who's going to be grouped together. And then at that point, you're able to switch out some kids that maybe you wouldn't want together. You can kind of create the groups how you would like to see them. So that's really nice, and that's all I've been really doing with my synchronous classes. Is I'll just have them. We'll be in the main session. We'll talk about, or I'll give them a prompt. We'll kind of talk about it or just touch on it a little bit. I'll clarify what I'm looking for. Then I send them off into groups. Then they talk about it in groups. I bring them back. We talk about it in the main session again. Do another one. Send them off. Come back. Send them off. Come back. And they're just much more engaged in that sense because there's a lot of movement. Actually, it's a lot of change going on within the class. You can recreate the groups every time if you want, or you could just keep the same groups. With the breakout groups, you can go into groups and you kind of jump around. So you leave the main session, you say go to group 1, and then it'll take you there. Breakout room 2 take you there. 3 and 4 take you there. So my only stipulation with my students was, I want you talking. I don't want to enter your breakout room and hear silence with your mics off. And they'll tell me, well, we're done with the prompt. I don't care if they finish the prompt. I don't care what they're talking about. I just want them to be talking about something, relevant or even whatever. I just want them to practice in the language. And lastly, I really, really like the whiteboard feature. It's so easy to use. At first I was hesitant. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen because actually the students can write on it too. But what you can do is you can put their names by their marker. So if they write anything inappropriate, at least you'll know who did it. But my students don't know that they can write on the whiteboard yet, so I'm not having any issues with that. But I was able to, when they had questions and I wanted to clarify a little bit more, I was able to just pop out the whiteboard. It just shows up to them as a shared screen, and then I was able to write what I wanted. I tried to write it with the mouse, but there's also a text box, and there's other options that you can play with as well. So to open up the whiteboard, you're gonna just go down at the bottom where it says share screen. Mine's in Spanish, but that's what it'll look like. Then you can click on whiteboard, and you have other options as well. And then here you have text, drawing, a stamp, spotlight. I don't really know. Oh, okay, there you go. Your eraser, so you can change the font if you'd like. So this is really nice. Drawing, let's see, will you let me draw? Oh, I have to choose something, okay. So here we go. Okay, so here actually, so you click on more and with the 3 dots, and you can make it so that no one in the chat can write on it, or here, this is where you would put that that their names come up. So that's nice. So thanks for coming back to my channel, and I hope to see you soon. I'm going to try to publish videos more consistently, but probably just on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, nothing crazy. Yeah, so if you have any ideas, I'd love to hear from you and about what you're doing as well. Thank you again. Bye.